What is up, everybody? I hope you're all having a good day, and welcome back to another Fallout 4 video. We have a particularly fun one to look at today. We have the OTs-14 GROZA. The GROZA was a very interesting bullpup style rifle designed during the early 90s and in service only up until 99, so it was pretty short-lived. But as you can tell, it is basically a little backwards AK, and it actually shares 75% of its parts with the AKS-74U. So for those of you that are familiar, you'll see some AK similarities with the dust cover, the selector here, and there's just a lot of things that are very, very similar about this. But it's a very interesting rifle. It was chambered in 7.62 by 39, and also, I believe more commonly, in 9 by 39, which was a subsonic round meant to be used with a suppressor, and it just did a better job at being silenced. But I really like the look of this rifle, and the mod does it fantastically. It is very well done. It looks really good, and without a bunch of extra mods, actually has a functional underbarrel grenade launcher, which we'll show you in the testing phase. But I really like the aesthetic of this. It's very odd, and as you can kind of see, backwards AK, but it's very cool. I find it very unique, and I've always been really drawn to like odd, unique weapons, so I particularly like this one, and I was very excited to see it brought into Fallout 4. And here we have the one I put together, which has the underbarrel grenade launcher, black polymer pieces instead of the wood finish. But so this is the one I like that I put together, and we'll go ahead and start showing you both of these. So we'll start by taking a look at the standard one. As you can see, it looks pretty nice. The iron sights are a little bit clunky. There's quite a bit in the way, visual obstruction and whatnot, but overall the actual sight picture right in the center where you're aiming isn't too bad. I do like the aesthetic of it. It looks really nice in the hands. The grip is being held a little bit odd, but having a big suit of armor, large gloves and whatnot, it could look a little bit more odd just because of what my character's wearing, but overall it's not bad. So as you can see, this one is set to semi-automatic at the moment, but it sounds pretty good. It shoots good. There's a pretty reasonable recoil. Even when firing faster, not too bad at all, fairly realistic. I definitely like that. And we'll get the reload. Very nice animation. I really like that, nice crisp sounds. It looks really good. It's properly done. Yeah, I really like that. So there's the standard one. Now we'll go ahead and show you the one I put together real fast. And here's the one I have, which as you can see is held a little bit differently due to the underbarrel grenade launcher. I like the look of how the character holds this one better. I just think it looks a little more natural. And this one is set to automatic. So as you can see there, it's still fairly smooth shooting. The recoil is a little heavier and it does bounce around a bit, but it's really not bad and it is fairly realistic. I mean, I like the way it works. I like the recoil pattern. It definitely makes you do shorter bursts or simply pay more attention to automatic firing at any kind of range. And closer up, it's just fine. But I think this weapon is wonderfully recreated. Now we will go ahead and show you the grenade launcher. So it is done through a switcher in the consumables. So now that I have used that, I am now in grenade mode. Which, as you can see, works perfectly. I'm pretty sure you could hotkey the switcher to something on your keypad, one of the numbers and whatnot. I don't know how easy that would be on console. I'm not sure how the consumables and quick items, quick keys, whatnot work on there, but at least for here, I think it would be perfectly easy to switch it back and forth as you please. It even has its own animation, which I really like. I like the reload animation for it. I just think it's really well done, and I haven't seen many underbarrel grenade launchers that function this easily. Now, I might have just not noticed them, but I haven't seen anything that's this smooth before, so I'm really impressed with how easy it is to just plug and play and have an underbarrel grenade launcher. So I am very pleased with this mod. I really, really like this Groza. I think it's fantastically done, and I definitely think it's worth giving a try. Now, before we wrap up, we will go ahead and show you the customization for it. There's not a ton, but what is there is pretty good, so we'll go ahead and show you all that. So you've got your different receivers, like vanilla, for changing the rate of fire, damage, all that fun stuff. We do have some different magazine styles, which, if I remember correctly, will actually change the calibers used, so make sure you pay attention to that. Different colors, some different styles, some nice yellow banana mags there if you like that. Definitely a few different styles here. You can even make it use the imaginary 5mm for the miniguns, so that's pretty wacky. And then there's a couple different handguards here, which, as you can see, you've got one that's a custom one, which I do not believe this is actually one, but this would allow for easier use of reticles. Got the normal plastic one, the tactical one, which has more rails on the sides rather than the custom. And then we have the wood one, which is the standard. And then they might look a little funny without using the lower railed receiver, but we do have some different sights here. I personally find most of these to be very silly looking, especially on top of the sight rail and all that. But they are here, and you can use them however you please. And then we've got some different pistol grips here. The standard wood one from an AK-12, and a few different models here. So a little bit of choice, nothing too crazy. And then we've got a few barrels. We've got the really stubby one, the grenade launcher one, the gripped one, and a long suppressor one. So that is it for all the customization. So as I said, there's not a ton of customization, but everything there is for it is very nicely done, and I do think they're all very useful and very cool. So it may not have the most choice in the world, but all the choices are good. But in conclusion, I really love this recreation of the Groza. I think it's super well done. I can't stress that enough. It is amazing. I definitely think it's worth giving a try if you're looking for a new rifle in your playthroughs. Maybe you like odd weapons, maybe you just want more from the AK family in your game. Whatever the reason, this is a fantastic mod. Big thank you to SpongeBob Slavic Pants. Those are some amazing mods on their Nexus page, this being the newest one, and they are all fantastic. So let me know down below what you guys think of this one. Go check out this mod on the Nexus page, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.